Hello everyone and welcome to my tutorial. In our today's tutorial, we'll be studying about the data entry operations, chapter number 8, that is formulas, functions and charts for secondary and senior secondary, code number 229 and 336. So the important part to study in this lesson is how to make your formula, how to perform certain functions, and then the different types of charts to prepare it and step-by-step instructions, including how it would come in the practical examination. In order to learn the formulas, the functions, the charts in terms of calculations and preparation of the graphs, the link for the video of the practical is in the description box, so you can also watch that one. Here I will only concentrate on the theoretical part. So as per the theoretical area, what do we see here as important point is formulas and functions. Basically, the most common things used in a formula and a function is the equal sign, some type of mathematical operations such as plus, minus, addition and division, some logical operators such as greater than and less than signs, some range values, and at the same time sum and average. Those are the two important key points. Now, as we move forward below, as we can see here, there is something called as a formula section already in the tab. So we have a formulas tab. Now, in the formulas tab, if we want, we can go through this one, or else what we can do is we can straight away choose the fx. Fx basically stands for the function, or also known as the formula bar, where we can see what formula was typed in a particular cell. Example. Now, here are the students' mark register, and you can see the names of the students are as follows, and at the same time you're having the subjects next to it, which is physics, chemistry, maths and English. We need to calculate the total here. How will you calculate the total? By adding each one of them for every student, the total marks, and writing it there. So since we know this is the cell which is F3, this cell, we are going to type out the formula in order to calculate the total from B3 to E3. We can either click on that particular cell and start typing by adding up the formula, or we can straight away click on the FX option over there and then start typing the formula. Now, what are the formulas? There are different formulas to be studied. These formulas are actually taught to you in the practical already, so you can link and check in the practical area. Second thing, once you have already typed the formula and you have got the total over here as such, you have an option here to drag. By clicking this option and then continuously dragging it all the way down, you will be able to copy the formula rather than typing it again and again for each and every student. And by this, you can get the total for every formula there. Similarly, we also have something called as an auto sum feature, which is also present in the home tab, and that allows us to do a quick mathematical calculation rather than putting up the formula. As you can see here, this auto sum feature is also available twice, once in a home tab and the second one in the formula tab. So in the formula tab also, you can choose auto sum, whether to make a sum that is the total, average, count numbers, or to find min and max, or also to do more mathematical functions. Now, similarly, we have some other factors here. So sum, you already know, it's adding up. Then sum if is like a certain criteria or certain range that you need to do. For example, only make the total if the value is up to 50. Like you have a criteria given that you are allowed to make a total only if the value crosses 50. If it is less than 50, then don't show any value in that box. Okay, or some other criteria. All these types of areas are criteria. Range is the value should turn between so and so, from this to this, where you give a range. Then no need to study the rest, all of the parts. Average, automatical arithmetic mean calculation it is, which is adding up all the values and dividing by how many they are. And then minimum is to find out of a list of total numbers which one is the least or the lowest number. And max function is its opposite, out of the total given values or given numbers, which one is the highest. Then now we may move forward to the charts. We have different types of charts. So basically, what are charts? Charts are diagrammatic representation or visual format using graph types or data. Okay, so it's a visual representation of data. Now, we have different types of charts given in Microsoft Excel, which is column chart, line chart, pie chart. Now, you need in grade 12, you need to know the names of all the 12 charts along with the 11 charts actually with all the definition. Whereas for grade 10, you can learn any of your wish, because it comes automatically. They ask you randomly the question, but the most commonly asked for grade 10 and 12 are column chart, line chart, pie chart, bar chart, and area chart. That's it. Rest all charts which are the difficult one, like XY scatter chart, stock charts, bubble charts, radar charts, surface chart, donut charts, all these could be. So these are the components of a chart. So basically a component of a chart is nothing but how does a chart look like and what are the different labelings for a chart. As we all know, a chart is nothing but a graph. So it has actually an x-axis and a y-axis. Same time it has some other legends category. So basically these are all the legends. So chart title is always available. Then we are having the x title and the y-axis title. Then we have the category and y value. So basically you learn for these points. So you just learn these names. No need to learn anything else. How to draw a chart in Excel? Each one of them has been explained very clearly inside the practical, so you can choose the steps from there easily. Second thing, different types of chart also, and how to edit it also, you can see that things there. The next important point over here is including how to copy the chart from an Excel to Word or from Word to Excel also has been taught to in the practical part. So you can skip all this resizing, changing, adding some colors. Okay. Now the next important point is auto shapes. Now auto shapes are some graphical features including smart art which allows us basically to draw some geometrical types of shape in order to convey our message or explain our message. So basically we have something called as smart art, or this one auto shapes. Auto shapes are basically certain types of shapes that we have which are in the form of this one. We have connectors, block arrows, stars and banners, callouts, flowchart, basic shape and lines. So basically you need to note each one of these names, and under that category one example of a diagram you should be able to draw, so that you know what are auto shapes. So these are geometrical shapes which allows you to be drawn and write your information. Similar, then you don't have to learn any of these definitions. You can all skip this out. Then you have smart art graphic. Its definition is visual representation of information and ideas. Visual representation of information and ideas. And how do you draw smart art graphic? Just go to insert and choose smart art and choose particular type of design that you wish out of the given templates, and you can start typing in those boxes and then prepare your information, flow charts or whatever it is in this form also. That's it. Don't need to study more. Then adding clip art. Clip arts are nothing but some pre-installed types of images or animations which is available inside the this one Excel or Word or PowerPoint. And basically this can be done by going to insert option and using the clip art. Insert tab and choosing clip art, and whatever clip art you want to choose, you can choose accordingly as per whatever is saved in the system. All right. Then besides, after the clip art, yeah, that's it. You have the fill in the blanks, in-text questions, terminal questions, and this was the end of the lesson. So just don't forget to go through your description box so that you can have the practical way of solving this type of questions, especially how to prepare a graph, smart art graphics, auto shapes, and other related features. Thank you.